Hi everyone, it's 2:30, so time for us to do the conference close. I think everyone who is here this afternoon deserves an award for best participation. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful to be part of this conference again this year, and I'm very privileged and very proud to have hosted the conference over the last 2 days. We got to see a number of amazing presentations during the last 2 days, and for those of us who have been popping in and out of sessions, you'll know exactly what I mean. But for those of us who didn't get to jump into as many sessions as we wanted to, all of the sessions have been recorded. So I would encourage you to just check your emails when the recordings are made available, and have a look at some of the highlights, and take your pick and take your time looking at some of the wonderful presentations. We did ask everyone to complete an evaluation at the end of each session, and now it is my great privilege to tell you that we've collated all of the results for the feedback from the sessions, and I'm going to share my screen. Bear with me. That's the one I want. We'll go through each of the sessions and the presentations. So I hope you can see my screen. Cherie, got a thumbs up from you, thank you. Okay, can you now see the next screen? I always get caught, thank you. Okay, so this is a digital badge, and this digital badge has been designed by our team, and special thanks to Rolly Tickner, our graphic designer, that will be awarded to each of the best presentations for each theme. And you will receive an email from Cherie Roy with a link explaining how you can accept this particular digital badge, and you can then put it in your e-portfolio or on your resume. So I'll start with theme 1, simply because we'll just go from 1 to 5. It's no particular order, but theme 1 is the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Peoples Education. The best paper, as voted by you, was Helen Holden, Laurie Armstrong and Jenny McDougall. CL47 is moving to CL03. The enabling program for First Nations people has a new home base at CQUniversity. Congratulations, team. I know personally that we're doing an amazing job trying to embed our First Nations people education at CQUniversity. So this is really, really well recognised award for them. Next one is theme 2, educational assessment and evaluation. This was from session 3. Edward Pember, Ruth O'Neill, June Sanderson, Michael Zatzer, the impact of an embedded academic literacy approach on international student transition to an Australian university. Congratulations, team, well done. The next one is theme 3, educational technology, and this was just this last session, and we quickly collated the results. And Michael Notel, Chantel Griffith, Oscar Delaney, Taryn Sanders, Philip Barker, Borja Del Pozo, Cruz and Chris Lonsdale, great team. Are You Better on YouTube? A systematic review of the effects of video on learning in higher education. Congratulations, well done, team. Theme 4, professional development for educators. Session 3, Tobias Andreasen, design thinking and human-centered design, the what and how. Well done, Tobias. And for theme 5, the virus crisis, session 2, Trixie James, Gabriella Toth, Melissa Drake, Rajesh Kumar and Kerry Bond, digital disruption in the COVID-19 era, the impact on learning and teaching and the ability to cope in an unknown world. And once again, I absolutely commend to you the viewing some of these sessions if you didn't get the opportunity to see them in real time. I'm going to stop my sharing now. But I just want to close by saying I would I wish that we had a best presentation for the keynotes, because the keynote speakers were actually singled out by by you in your feedback as some of the best presentations of the conference. Particularly, I will have to give a shout out to Michael Sankey. His presentation was pretty awesome for those of you who did get to see it. And if you didn't get to see it, really take the effort and have a look at it. He has a manner about him that explains the complex in a very easy to understand way. And I found myself quite compelled by his presentation, and it was enlightening. So thank you especially to our keynotes, Helen Huntley, Kate Ames and Michael Sankey. So that's it for the presentations, and that's like all of 5 minutes and we're done. So I guess what I would like to do is open it up to some comments or some anyone would like to say anything, because otherwise the conference is at a close. And once again, just to remind you that the recordings will be made available as soon as we can process them. So bear with us, and then you'll be able to go through and look at each of the presentations in your own time. I'm just going through the chat and looking at some of the comments and the thanks from everybody, and it's really appreciated. There was a question right at the end there from Steph. Will there be an overall conference evaluation to complete? No, Steph, we decided that we would do it by session only. But thank you for asking. And I think what we have heard and had fed back to us over the last 2 days is that there is enough interest to continue this style of conference, at least on an annual basis. So that is our intention, at least for the interim, while we're all nice and motivated at the moment. So ask me again in a year's time and we might have a different answer, but no, I don't think so. I think there's enough interest in this particular field and desire to allow this sharing and this getting together of like-minded people. Okay, so yes, I'm just reading all the comments again. Yes, thank you, yes, thank you. And again, congratulating to each of the presenters and acknowledging the time out that it takes to participate. A shout out to the organisers, of course, but the participants, you know, we can't do it unless there are people willing to be involved. And thank you for taking the time out of your schedules. And I know it's marking time, at least it is for me. So the time out is absolutely acknowledged, the investment of time that you have given to this conference to help make it a success. Any comments? Cherie, can I hand to you? Any final comments for delegates, participants, organisers, facilitators?
The only final comment I've got is sharing with Michael around the team, the hard work that's gone into that, the team. Acknowledging our committee secretaries team. They have been the people behind the scenes, putting in the evaluation and the chat and putting up the holding slides and all those sorts of things. So they've been really good. And our teaching technology service also have been popping in and out during the conference, just monitoring how the technology is going and the Zooms and keeping everything rolling in that space. So I really do want to acknowledge all their hard work and thank them very appreciatively for all that they've done.
Thank you, Cherie. Any final comments from anybody? Otherwise, it's like it's all over in 10 minutes. This is like got a whole half an hour yet. Anyone? Actually, I know. Michael, yes, Michael Hewson. You knew I was going to point to you.
No, I'm just saying bye and thank you.
No. I would like to acknowledge the panel this morning. For those of you who didn't get to see the panel, that session was also recorded, and Michael was the facilitator of that panel, and that was also a very good, engaging and collegial discussion, ably facilitated by Dr. Michael Hewson. And what was really interesting to me specifically about that panel was the different perspectives. The panel members were very informative, and we got a nice global perspective and an international perspective, and sometimes it really helps to think in different terms. I know that we tend to get a little bit focused on our own little bubbles, and when we have that other opportunity to think outside that bubble, it can really help inform our own practice. And I was particularly taken by the gentleman from Lebanon. Now I must apologise to him because I can't remember his name. Michael Hewson.
That was Ali.
And he was very forthcoming with the circumstances in higher education in Lebanon, and I was very interested to hear about that. So anyone else? Michael Cowling, do you have any final comments or anything?
You'd think I would, but no. I think
Yes.
I think it's been a really good conference. I've really enjoyed the last couple of days. I remarked to my wife this morning, I'm really enjoying these watching all these sessions and finding out what everybody is doing. And I agree with you. I particularly enjoy the keynotes with Kate and Helen and Michael Sankey as well. Michael is a great presenter, so that was a really great keynote. But apart from that, no, I just reiterate what everyone else said. Thank you so much to everyone behind the scenes for organising things and for their hard work. We've got this back channel Teams chat running where people sort of could do a lot of conversation and go, oh, this is not working, and you don't get to see all of that, but all of the back end team guys deal with all of that for us, and it's really great. So yeah, apart from that, thank you everyone for coming, and it was a lot of fun. Looking forward to next year and doing it again. And I agree with you, Celeste. I think we got ahead of the curve. It was virtual before virtual was a thing, and I think it's worked out really well for us.
Of course, my phone's ringing. So let's just hope that obviously these people should be here at this presentation, and they're not. I will make a note as to who that person is. Obviously, we hope that next year the session, this conference will be post-COVID. We'll start talking in our post-COVID language, which would be really wonderful and delightful. So we'll just have to, fingers crossed, and hope that the world gets better. And that we can learn from the experience, and we can be stronger in the sector. I know that it's changed the sector probably forever, and I'm, for one, I'm not offended by that. I think that we've made some very innovative changes. It has been painful, but the changes themselves, I think, are a good thing for the sector, and I look forward to seeing where we go into the future. I think it's a very exciting time to be in the university teaching environment. Okay, well, on that note, I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody, and thank you very much for your participation, and we'll be in touch through email through the registration details that you gave us. Thank you very much to everybody.